Welcome to True Vine Talks with Rachel and Linda.
Ooh,
Saturday, sun is out, it's not raining.
hooray! I thought it was never going to stop raining here.
Yes, we caught some waterfalls there in Hocking Hills last weekend.
Oh, nice.
Rain was coming down. It was stunning, absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
So if you have an
Yeah.
opportunity or our listeners listening, go to Hocking Hills. It's only like an hour and a half to 2 hours away. No biggie. Good place. Good place.
Beautiful hiking,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful scenery.
Today we're on our what stage is this of Erikson? I forgot what
Yeah,
stage.
intimacy versus isolation.
Oh,
Yeah, so continuing our little mini series on Erikson's psychosocial developmental stages. And this one is like 18 to 40 age range, where we're, in relationships. We're making new friendships, we're in romantic relationships, and we're trying to maintain our own sense of identity that we
mm-hmm.
developed between 12 and 18, while also forming meaningful connections with others.
Yes, I'm checking out my notes there. Yes, so it's what are we doing between 20 and 40? Well, we're going off to college.
We're
And
joining the workforce, we're joining the military.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is that time where you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. It is interesting. It's like developmentally, we're all the same like age and like phase of development, but lives start looking very different. Like people
Yes.
can take many different paths. Some people start having children at, 20, and some people wait until their 30s. And so like people's lives just start looking really different.
Yeah. And there's no right way, people. There's no
Right. Yeah.
path that's, unless you're going on a bar crawl every night.
Yeah.
You
And
might,
some people are like, we don't.
some people are, and they're having a good time doing it.
That's right.
But, it doesn't always lead to great outcomes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We may not be making the most meaningful connections.
Right. Right.
Yeah. In that environment, which is what this phase is all about.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ages, what they said in Erikson is 18 to 40, focuses on their ability to have deep, meaningful relationships. My sister did a great job with her teenagers and focusing on their social connections. And when she sent them off to college, she was like, happiness equals social connection. That's what she always told me.
Mm.
She felt like, and Grant's maintained and developed all kinds of friendships. We moved around a lot, so my sister and I didn't form um, bonds that lasted for a great deal of time, And then when we were in
Yeah.
college, we were in survival mode. We were like trying to get our college degree, make enough money to pay for things. So
Yeah.
forming deep connections, there has to be a lot of safe, security, financial support because when you're in college, you're broke as broke can be.
Yes.
Working a little part-time job at Lazarus, you're not making much.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and you're busy, and so you don't have the time
no.
to develop and maintain those social connections, right?
Mm,
When you're like doing college and working a job, it's like it takes up a lot of your time, a lot of your bandwidth, and energy. You're tired. Um,
yeah.
yeah, it can be challenging for a lot of people.
Hmm. I always admired the folks that could, well, the youth that could join the fraternity and sororities because it looked like they were having great fun. They would have dances. They'd go to the ball games together. I was like, what
Hmm.
is that like?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. but they were forming bonds.
Hmm.
So they figured out in their teenage years, who am I? And do people like me? And then when I hit college, sure, these people like me. And then they find their niche and they engage and they make social connections, which is a big part of the stage of 18 to 40, as I understand it. Is that right, Rick?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intimacy. Can I truly let others in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let them see me, who I
Yeah.
am, right? Can I let someone know me? Can I trust someone else with my heart?
Oh.
I mean, this is EFT in
Mm-hmm.
its just purest form
Yes,
at
ma'am.
this stage of development, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who am I? Do I matter to you? How do
Hmm.
people see me? You know, it's a view of self and view of other and how
Yeah.
you're connecting. That is so true. EFT is spot on when it comes to this stage. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I be my truest self while being deeply connected to others?
Yes.
And a lot of people that I work with are worried about losing themselves in relationships. You see that a lot too?
Oh,
Yeah.
not so much, not as
Mm.
much. Losing
Okay.
themselves in a relationship. Tell me more.
Yeah, I think I see it when we've gone back and we've done the work, and so people have now successfully completed that industry versus inferiority stage. They have a strong sense of self and identity. They're
Mhm.
taking care of themselves. Now they're ready to find love, right? And
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh my goodness, Rachel, what if I lose myself in a relationship? What if I forget who I am? What if I become so wrapped up in this other person?" This is usually like anxiously attached people, right? That
for
become so
sure.
preoccupied with the relationship. They're like, yeah, what if I? So that's the next thing we work through together.
Yeah. And it's an interdependent relationship, not
Mhm.
a enmeshed codependent relationship. So you know who you are and you're bringing your authentic self into the relationship and they're bringing their authentic self as you hope.
Right.
And you guys find common ground and hit it off. But you're still
Yeah.
you and they're still them.
Yes. And you keep your autonomy and have your own hobbies and interests and goals,
Yes.
right? And find a way to just incorporate this other person into your life. And they have their own hobbies and interests and goals. And the two of you develop some hobbies and interests and goals together. And so there's
True.
like three working dynamics, right? You, them, us.
Well said. Yes. And autonomy and being in a relationship are vital for your self efficacy.
Yes.
I am who I am, and they are who they are. And they don't have to do everything I do, and I don't have to do everything they do.
Right.
Because sometimes people think they got to do everything their partner does.
Got to do everything together 100% of the time. That's not the case. That's enmeshment. That's
Yeah.
codependency. Yeah.
And the symbiotic enmeshed relationship leads to a loss of self in the bond, and then that creates resentment.
Hmm.
And when a person resents you, they're going to be passive aggressive or overtly angry at you.
Yeah. And believe it or not, that does not lead to a successful feeling of intimacy.
Nope.
That actually results in isolation because I'm not genuinely deeply connected to you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing these things to not lose you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My fear of losing you is I'm going to do all the things that you do from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. If you're out there digging in the dirt, I'm out there digging in the dirt. not. I'm not digging in the dirt. Then if you're going to Subway for lunch, I'm going to Subway for lunch. No, I'm not eating Subway. Screw that. So you have to have your own likes and dislikes, that you brought into your personhood.
Mhm.
Yeah. The thing Grant always says, Mom, you're the same to everyone all the time. I'm like,
Aw.
I don't know how to be different though. I don't know. I don't know what
I
that looks
love that. I love
like.
that
That's
he
sweet.
sees that in you. What a
Isn't
good
that
role
sweet?
model. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm quirky and weird, but that's okay.
Yeah. But it's you showing up authentically, you know, and
Yeah.
being okay if other people are like, that's not their thing. Like, that's fine. This is me.
And if you attract someone being your authentic self, they can't say, "Well, you've changed." No, this is me. What are you going to do?
Hmm.
What are you going to do?
Right.
This stage is so important because
Hmm.
you're you need, I don't know, I needed someone to be there for me, and Charlie has been that stable, secure attachment while I'm finding the career. And I felt like God called me into counseling. And then,
Hmm.
you know, if you didn't have a strong support, you won't launch into the world looking for your path. Like, you
Mm.
need to feel that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think this stage is when we're finding our purpose.
Thank you. Yes, that's it, Rachel. Yes.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
it's so important to have support while you're finding your purpose. Because for
Yeah.
a lot of people, their purpose changes. You know, you
Yeah.
might be headed down one path and then
Mm-hmm.
something devastating happens in your life and it can shake you to your
Yeah.
core. And yeah,
Yeah.
you've got
And
to alter paths. Yeah.
alter your path. That's true. You're right. Working at a law firm in my 20s was like going to be a lawyer, straight headed to law school. Heard God say, do you want a lot of people or do you want to help people?
Hmm.
There's the adjustment, recalibrate. That's not true of all lawyers. I'm just saying for me, that was the path I was going.
Right.
Be a high end lawyer, didn't care about, just whatever. So you may switch career paths. A lot of my college students, Miss Goat, I thought I was going to be a psychologist, but I have more interest in nursing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're doing. It's just like trial and error. What,
Yeah.
were you always going to be a counselor, Rachel?
No, I was not.
What were you going to be?
Yeah, I wanted to be a radiologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were like,
I was like, I actually really hate this.
this ain't for me.
No,
Good for you.
no.
So then you recalibrated and redirected.
Yes.
So that's okay. Yeah.
Yep. Now I love what I do. So it was meant to
Well,
be.
you're great at it. So that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it. What
Yeah.
what can happen if you feel disconnected or lonely in this stage?
Hmm. Yeah. I think depression,
Mhm.
anxiety,
Yes.
yeah. Loneliness. I think there's like a loneliness epidemic going on all over the world, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so if you are feeling the loneliness or the disconnection, Rachel and I would recommend, a lot of things. One is get into counseling, go to therapy. Two, find a religious group that fits you and what you believe. Maybe join a club. What are some things you recommend people when they're feeling a little isolated?
Yeah. All the things that you just said. You try to find like a group of some sort, some organization. Yeah. where you can like network and kind of like be around other people with the same values or interests as you. And I think there's more of those things popping up, which I love. There's like book clubs and gardening clubs, and
Mhm.
go find your local library website. There's all kinds of they're so great at like doing like little groups for adults, right? Like from like not just for kids or like school age, like there's like at our local Milton Library, there's like a naughty knitsters club where that you don't have to know how to do the yarn crafts. They'll teach you. There's a spice club that meets like a couple times a month. That you go and they try different spices and they give you a recipe to like cook. I mean, there's all kinds of things. A gardening seed club. So, yeah, look up like local museums, your local libraries, and you might find something that you can go meet people and make some friendships.
And they have common likes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for that tidbit. I didn't know that. And that's a way of getting out of the isolation. If you grew up with a chaotic life and in your 20s and 40s, you're just surviving, making the money to pay your bills and feed yourself, you may not have had the opportunity to make deep connections. So, like what Rachel's saying here is the library is offering all these ways of you connecting when you weren't able to. Maybe even your 20s, 30s, or 40s, you didn't have the chance. There's
Yeah.
still the opportunity to get connected. I
Hmm.
love that.
And this is also where, we continue to see the previous stages of development impacting, the higher levels, either in a positive or a negative way.
Mhm.
You are in 18 to 40 age range
Right?
and you didn't develop a strong sense of self, that makes it harder to
Oh,
connect with other people,
yes.
right? If you don't like who you are, it's impossible to imagine that anyone else would even want to connect with you.
Yeah, that's true. Trust versus mistrust. Can I trust these people in the naughty knitting class? So what you said, naughty
Yeah,
knitting?
naughty knitsters, right? Because they're like making knots in the yarn, but it's also just funny.
To trust these naughty knitters.
I like the name.
That's a great name. I'm going to join the club because I hate knitting. The one part on that is how does social media impact feelings of isolation?
Mm. I think it leads to further disconnection myself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we're talking about like we keep saying authentic, right? That means like your true self, your honest self, right? Honest about your emotions and how you feel, if you're doing well, if you're not doing well,
Yeah.
when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling scared, like who do you go to for comfort, right?
Mhm.
Most of us are not reaching for comfort through social media,
Nope.
right? It's all a facade, right? It's just like, here's my everyone's smiling and happy and doing great and all the awesome vacation I went on or whatever. Yeah.
I like to post the hikes because hiking is challenging.
Hmm.
It looks like it's
Yeah.
great, but it is so hard. And I think sometimes doing some hard stuff and posting that on social media is like, there's hard stuff in life too. And we want to post the
Yeah.
highlights. And then if you're socially isolated and you're scrolling and you see all these people, oh, they're in the Bahamas. Oh, they're on a Mount Zion or I don't know what mountain that is. But just they're always somewhere. And it's like, and I have a big group of people. They're so awesome. I don't have that. Why don't I have that? And then it goes
Mm.
into the sad, like I'm isolated, I'm alone. So social media can hurt you in this stage if you're not already feeling authentic and true and
Yeah.
purposeful in yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so easy to compare
Yeah.
your own life to others when you're scrolling on social media. Yeah. Not to say social media is terrible. I enjoy it. I think there's a lot of pros to it. But when it comes to this, stage of development, and if you're already feeling lonely and disconnected, I think it can just increase that.
I had a client tell me once, he said, Miss Linda, we're always on. He said, you can't even
Yeah.
have a pimple. He said, everywhere in high school, someone is videotaping. He said, I can't have a bad hair day.
Wow.
Like, I can't have a zit. He's like, it gets posted everywhere on Snap, on Facebook, on Insta. Mostly they do Insta, the high schoolers. He said, it's very much like I'm in a movie and I have to be a movie star all the time.
Ew. I
Think of
hate
that.
that.
Think of that.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do that.
I did not. Yeah, it wasn't, people weren't like filming everything all the time, but they are now. You're
Yep.
right. It's like every day you're just like in a vlog, a video blog of your life. Like,
Everybody's on
no,
TV. You don't have to be famous to be on
no,
TV. You're
thank you.
on TV. And
Ew.
what does that do to our now I do post a lot, mostly to promote TrueVine. However, if I'm always in a movie, how do I know who I am?
Right. Yeah. So that's impacting that 12 to 18,
If
very
I'm an
valuable
actor,
stage. Right.
if I'm a
I'm
pretender,
playing a role. Every day's
yes.
a production, right?
Every day's a production. Gotta do my
The
hair.
show goes on, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I saw a celebrity mom and she had a whole facelift thing. And I was like, she looks like she's 35 and she's nowhere near 35. And I thought, is that where we are? We can't age now.
Mm,
And this is that the next stage we'll be talking about. But when you're in intimacy versus isolation and you don't feel connected, but you see all these people on social media and they have to look perfect and be an actor and actress all the time, you'll feel like, well, I've got to look that way to fit in. That's not true.
right. Right. No,
True.
people do feel that way. Men and women,
And women.
both,
Yes.
just as much, equally, are concerned,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, with, am I attractive enough for someone to want to get to know me?
Or
Yeah.
even be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a false sense of self because this is going to fade.
Oh.
It's going to fade. I'm going
Also,
to
you're
get
so
old.
much more than your face, you know, or your body.
She went,
Yeah, like very, I'm very expressive with my face, and
I
my
love that.
hands are always moving.
I love that about you.
Thanks.
And that's the thing is like if I'm not allowed to become a grandma, what am I doing?
Right. Not allowed to go gray or get a
Or
wrinkle. Like, come on.
yeah, whatever color it is, you know. It's kind of like you just that stage of development is being permitted to age and to be who you are. That's amazing. Like just be your authentic self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humanity.
Yes, I
We are
lost.
losing humanity, and that's what connection is all about. Seeing each other's humanity, the
Yeah, that's
hurt,
right.
the fear, the just vulnerability, you know?
Yeah. That's why I like Theo Vaughn.
Hmm.
If you watch
He's
Theo
funny.
Vaughn, he's funny, he's real, he's authentic, he's honest about his sins. I love people like that. He's
Yeah.
just like, this is what it is. I'm trying to quit smoking. I don't want to quit smoking. I mean, he's already quit, but just being raw and authentic, you know, I
Yeah.
like that. What else
Yeah.
would we want to say about? I love that one little clip, but what else do we want to say from emotionally focused perspective about this stage of development.
Yeah. I guess it just, attachment's important throughout our entire life, but it's
Mm-hmm.
especially important at birth and then at this stage,
Yes.
18 to 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's essential to connect.
Yeah.
The isolation is probably one of the worst things a human can experience.
Oh,
And I
for
tell my clients that I'm like this, there's a reason why solitary confinement in prison is one of the worst punishments they can give a person. It's not good for us.
mm-mm. Always, we've brought this up before. Castaway, where Tom Hanks is on the island and he makes the ball Wilson, which that's the name of the ball,
Yep.
his companion, because we go crazy without human to human connection.
Yeah. We are, I mean, at a scientific level, this has been proven for decades. Like we
Yeah.
are wired to connect. Our brains need need social connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's vital for our health. They've done studies where you hold hands with someone that you
Mm-hmm.
are have a positive bond with, it lowers your blood pressure.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's true. And we want our blood pressure to be low,
Yeah.
not too low.
It does more than that, but I can't remember all of the, facts off the top of my head, but I do remember that one. I mean,
Yeah.
if you think of it that way, I think we lose sight of that. We don't consider how having positive friendships, just positive, healthy relationships impact our physical health.
Amen.
Like we are healthier human beings
Yes,
when we're connected to
absolutely.
other people.
Absolutely. You're right. We need to feel seen, heard, and accepted. With the idea that some people might judge you, reject you in this stage of development. Not everybody's going to like you. That's
Yeah.
okay. 10% of the people won't like you. 1 out of 10 people won't like you because of personality conflict.
Yeah.
That's okay. Find the
Yeah.
other nine.
Right.
Find the other nine.
Yeah. And this is why people that are have felt chronically like struggled with chronic loneliness and
Hmm.
isolation and social withdrawal have more health problems.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. On that one clip, I don't know if I don't think you're on TikTok, but did that clip come through or
It
the
did with
relationship?
like the inner child. Yeah. You want to describe
Yes.
that to folks?
Oh, I love it. Everyone has probably seen this. I think it came out during COVID, but it was such a perfect example of how if you felt, that your partner would comfort your inner child. And so they're on the boat rowing and, she gets cold and he offers her his jacket and that makes her feel warm and comfortable and safe, and then he hurts his thumb on the wooden.
Hmm. He gets a splinter
Yeah. And
from
then
the oar.
he's like, oh no, I'm okay. He's being brave and she's still comforting him. So it's like a secure attachment type of video. And you might be able to put it in here with that. I don't know how that
Mm,
works, but it's such a great example of intimacy versus isolation is when I'm feeling, cold, hurt, sad, vulnerable. Will you be there for me? And then vice
hmm.
versa. And when I'm feeling vulnerable, will you be there for me? So you gotta have
Yeah.
one person, according to the late Dr. Sue Johnson, you need one person from cradle to grave. And I think
Yeah.
this is so vital. I love that clip. Yeah.
Yeah. is it safe enough for me to reach for comfort, love, support?
Yeah. If I don't have someone like that during this stage of 20 to 40 or 18 to 40, it's going to be hard for me to grow and expand as a person
Hmm.
developmentally and find purpose and meaning.
Right.
Yeah. For me, it was always my secure attachment was always God. And I know you can't
Mm.
see God. So, but I've always felt validation that way.
Yeah.
Because, and then Charlie comes in and it's just even better. Got him as a support. So that's so important to have either a spiritual, if you don't have a person, or pursue that, pursue
Hmm.
connection. There's all kinds of, like, you could go to our website at our church, there's Bible studies, there's, if you like that kind of thing, there's the book clubs. What else did Rachel say? Oh,
All
not,
kinds.
oh,
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
so we want you to get connected. Oh, and Magic the Gathering up at the kitchen table where Grant works. You can play Dungeons and Dragons. You can play
Nice.
the magic game they get together and play in the evening. That sounds
Yes.
like fun.
I
Yeah.
think the library's got something like that too. They do like a Pokemon Club and a Dungeons and Dragons. Yep. So,
That's
yeah, get on and
fancy.
find your thing
Find
that
your
you're
niche of
into.
weird people. Go
Yes.
join a Renaissance fair. But
Yeah. An art
dress up.
class. I've
Yeah.
seen art classes, pottery classes. Like, there are things. Yeah.
And you'll meet your best friend there and you'll just find someone to click with. Just but you gotta be
Mm.
open to meeting new
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Vulnerable. Yeah.
Hmm. This is a stage to, we'll wrap up, but you know, people maybe have friendships,
Mm-hmm.
but they still feel like something's missing. They're
Yeah.
just longing for their person, like a romantic relationship, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like a more like romantic connection. And they feel so like weird about it sometimes right, they're like,
Aw.
well, I feel needy, I don't want to like, need be that person that needs to be in a relationship all the time. And I'm like, it is a need, it's a basic human need to want to feel loved and special to someone. Like, that doesn't make you needy. Like, it's a very normal, appropriate way to feel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not automatrons. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Automatons?
Right. It's,
Automatron?
yeah. I say
Yeah.
we're not robots, right? Like,
That's it.
we're humans, and that's perfectly okay to want to have a companion in life that you share life with.
Who else
Yeah.
is going to witness your life? God, and then who else? You know, you want
Yeah.
someone to witness your life.
Yeah. There's people that are happy being single and want to remain being single, and that's
Sure.
okay. And there's people that are single and are really longing to find a special someone to be their companion in life. And that's okay too.
That's right. It's good for your mental health.
Yes, it is.
Well, cool. So, Rachel and I'll do the next stage, generativity versus stagnation, I think it is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can't
That's
say that
more
word.
purpose. More purpose.
More purpose. And then
Yeah.
we'll do the last stage, and then we'll do another one on some relationships.
Yes. I love it. All right. Until next time, everybody take care.
Bye.
Bye.